Carol Vorderman has expressed her sorrow over the death of Queen Elizabeth II, as she shared a sweet tribute to the monarch. The presenter, 61, said she shed tears of grief after hearing the sad news that Her Majesty had passed away on Thursday at the age of 96, as she reflected on the death of her own mother. Carol took to Instagram to share a short clip of the Queen's coffin, which has been draped with the yellow royal standard of Scotland, being driven to the Palace of Holyrood House, where it will rest in the throne room until tomorrow afternoon. She said she hopes people can remember their loved ones as we know they would want to be remembered. Alongside the video, Carol wrote, "As the Queen's coffin begins its long journey from Balmoral to Edinburgh, and then on to London, there will be many of us who will shed tears for those we lost, particularly for our mothers and fathers and grandmothers and grandfathers and uncles and aunts who were born and lived through similar decades to Her Majesty. They saw the biggest changes the world has ever known, bigger than our generations will ever see. I'm remembering my mum right now, as I'm sure you're remembering those you loved too. May the journey be calm, and may we remember them all as we know they would want to be remembered." Tears of grief, and also for the joy of having loved them fully. Thousands of mourners lined along the Royal Mile in Edinburgh as they paid their final respects to the Queen and offered a ripple of applause. Carol shared a picture of the procession on her Instagram stories and said, "The roads and streets lined in Scotland by people to pay their respects, and rightly so that they have the opportunity to do so. You can leave your tributes to Queen Elizabeth II here. I wish that the same would happen from Edinburgh to London." Welsh actress Catherine Zeta-Jones also expressed her sadness at the passing of the Queen and said she felt proud of my heritage. Speaking at the Disney's D23 Expo on Saturday, the 52-year-old said, "I'm a big royalist and I love the royal family and what they do for our country. As a girl growing up in Wales, in Britain, in the UK, I had my mum who was the strongest, safest person to be with, but I also had a queen. And I don't just mean that she was a queen sitting on a throne, we're at Disney where queens and princesses are the topic du jour, but a woman who was a real inspiration. I'm in a country that has never had a woman as a figure of leadership, of power and of respect, and so I shall miss her dearly." This weekend, the Sunday Mirror celebrate the life of Her Majesty the Queen with a commemorative special filled with all the key moments from Britain's longest reigning monarch. Be sure to pick up your copy of the Sunday Mirror to get the pullout. Read more tributes to Her Majesty, the Queen. Unseen photo. Camilla's touching tribute. Amazing tribute. Somber. Amanda Holden.